Hey Virgo, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for January 16th, 2024. This is for Virgo. Last shuffle for Virgo. And see what's going on. Virgo, we have letting go and we have dark thoughts. Well, I mean, you can't get any more verbatim than that, right? But they're really screaming out that you're in this place of saying, forget my future plans, forget what I think is going to happen. Like, why am I thinking like that? Let go of the disappointment you already feel. Like, you feel an overwhelming amount of disappointment and may feel just by thinking about the future, you're like, I just need to control the whole thing, because if I control the whole thing, I won't be disappointed and I won't have all this extra responsibility. But they're saying you need to scrap all of that. You need to stop thinking that is the case. Let go of feeling like something is going to happen. You have a very doomsday feeling coming in. I can't shake this. Letting go is 5 of Cups, 10 of Wands, Tower, and 3 of Swords. Someone expects for things to be bad. Someone feels like there's a foreboding energy of it could happen tonight. It could happen in 5 seconds flat. I could blink and everything could be destroyed. And you have got to let this go. You're in this place of spirit saying, it's time for you to put down this heavy, heavy burden of this sadness. Already, you may be preparing yourself for something bad to happen with this being here. Like, I just feel a foreboding. Letting go of feeling like maybe you regret doing something. Some of you, there's nothing to regret, but they're saying that you may feel a regret, that you unloaded something or let something off your shoulders. There's some of you that may feel that the regret and this, whatever this is, right, may be tied to the end of something. Like, you unloaded yourself, like you finally say a certain thing or do a certain thing, and you already know that once you do it, that means that it's over in some other area. You already know, like, the minute that you did that, you already knew it was over, kind of thing. And so there's an energy of letting go of the responsibility, taking that accountability of something like that too. Dark thoughts is the Star and the Emperor. And so there's something about thinking very in the future that there's no such thing. Like, you're not going to heal. Time's not going to heal all wounds. I have to take control of the situation. I have to get in front of this. There's an awareness. But they're saying you need to let go of that. You can't control that. There's no time frame on healing or from grief or healing from some depression or something. There's no real true time frame. People always say, they're like, time heals all wounds. That's not true at all. Like, over time, it still hurts when you think about it. If you know what I mean? It's like the only thing that heals is actually going through the feelings and going through the emotions and realizing that, you know what I mean, we did what we did in the moment that we did it, and kind of thing. And whether it was right or wrong, you're taking that accountability. Well, I did choose that, or I did do that, but that's okay. I accept that, and I'm going to do better in the future. I mean, that's the only thing I could really say that anyone could do is accept. And they're showing this energy of you needing to just accept that things happen, and then on top of that, it's time to be hopeful of the future. Just be hopeful. Being hopeful and taking control so that you can ensure that you'll heal is not the same thing. I don't know why they want you to understand this. I don't understand that at all. Stuck energy, 2 of Cups and the Magician. So you may be kind of stuck on the what ifs in a relationship. Doesn't always have to be romantic, right? But there's something that was unloaded and within the parameters of a relationship here. And you may feel like, well, because of what I did or said, I unloaded, but there's an ending now. And it happened like so fast. So you may be stuck on maybe feeling, or your part that you played in that. You may say, you may be like fantasizing about how it could go down, or under, you know, like thinking about like the different ways that things could go down or things could come together, whatever this is, and stuck on how, what you can do within your capabilities. Now the great gratitude here is the Fool and the Four of Cups. You may be grateful for just the connection itself. The connections, however, whatever happened, whether you're being rejected now or not, or whether or not things are being, and now everybody's kind of getting comfortable around you, you know, complacently comfortable, not regular, you know, not like, oh yeah, I feel great, but more like, you know, Virgo always, you know, we just can depend that Virgo will always make sure that we have this and this and that. I don't have to do anything. I'm bored. And it's like, who has the luxury of being bored, really? But certain people around you. But the great gratitude is that you, the connections, having those connections, having those relationships, really, it seems like it fueled you to take leaps of faith in other directions. With the Fool, right? The Fool leaves so quickly that the Fool forgets their shoes. Like they're so inspired, or something was missing so badly that this person got it. They're not a fool at all. They understand that whatever is in front of them couldn't be anywhere near as bad as what's behind them. So they have that basic understanding. But they leave so fast, they forget to pack a bag. Like they just grabbed a stick and was like, let me get the heck out of here. And so there's a great gratitude for the things that were missing in your life, especially in these connections that you were in, because you took a leap of faith and went in a different direction, right? It may have turned out great. Your luck may have completely changed. And now you're stuck on the lessons that you learned about these relationships. That's because the Fool turns into the Magician, and because the Fool goes out with just their wand, and they come back and go, ooh, I need a sword, a chalice, and a pentacle. I'm not doing that again. Now I know what I need out there. But now you're stuck on the fact that you may be the total package. You may feel like, I know what it takes to run a successful partnership. But the problem is that it's time to let go of this, whatever this is, this sadness, or of the separations that you've experienced, and carrying so much of the burdens and the weight. They want you to stop carrying more than your fair share in any given connection, because it does lead to disappointment and sadness. It does. It always leads to an ending when you do that. Everyone must carry their own weight, right? Let go of taking the accountability of the fallout kind of thing too, because it was a disaster waiting to happen a lot of times, they say. And let go of thinking as well that only you can heal. Like, you know, if you're not taking control of the situation, or taking control of your healing, that you won't heal, or something here. There's some dark thoughts about, you know, if I take that step and that step, then that's how you heal. And it's like, there's no rule book on that, right? There's no rule book on healing when it comes to this. Especially mentally healing from taking on a mental load, or like a spiritual load, like that something inside that, you know how like mentally, emotionally, spiritually, you just feel so drained. There's no rule book on how to rejuvenate yourself. Everyone's a unique individual, so each prescription would look different for each person. It's not going to be a one-size-fits-all penicillin shot, you know. And so there's something about that with this dark thoughts. The awareness. Okay. That's all that I'm seeing here. That's a lot. I'm so sorry. I'm just looking to see why are they saying these things. But they want you to let go of maybe the guilt, the shame, the embarrassment, or the accountability fully. I mean, take accountability always, but stop taking on everyone else's problems, right? Because it always leads to this disaster that you face. And it's time to let that go. Some people will never do better. Or some situations will never get better. no matter how much you take on. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, an Aquarius, an Aries, very strongly Aries. I mean, really strongly. And that's all I see. If you're not dealing with those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.